Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elder apostles, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all your brethren, preaching his word in all sincerity and in truth. And to the 144,000, the hopeful elect, shalom. This is the brother Dama Agabar here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify and give you warning from Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. And as you can see, the shit that's going on, amongst these unruly, lack of leadership Israelite camps out here. I'm sure brothers have heard of that whole situation that happened in Chicago with the Wi-Fi Israelite groups out there, brawling and getting the fisticuffs with those Palestinians out there, which was, a very novice move, a very unwise move. And, like the elders and apostles have been warning, you got a lot of agents out here, a lot of agent provocateurs, man. And, they're making their move to have this ministry to be blamed. And you see this brother here, GMS Great Waters Buffalo, subscribe and be edified, did a video, says calling all camps for round 2. Which is that guy, Chief Ephraim. I think he's from HOI, which he's been questionable. He's been doing a lot of agent and weirdo and, lack of wisdom activity for many years now. That's the same camp and the same guy that was out there during the whole march on, that January 6th situation that happened over there in Washington, out there cussing out and, in the middle of a protest that has nothing to do with, this truth or the ministry or the gospel or gathering the elect, was out there cussing out the little high school kids and the Indian drummer and that whole stupid, silly, unwise situation. Now you have him out here. It's bad enough that those, the Wi-Fi guys handled that situation completely, without wisdom and understanding and, any real, how could I say, without having, this whole, all Israelite camps, they didn't have us in mind when they went out there and to go out there and preach in the midst of a Palestinian protest. It's like a given, that, those Palestinians are pissed off. They're wild men. They're crazy. And the last thing that you should have done is going out there and prophesying in the middle of all of that chaos and all of that confusion, because there is no edification that was going to come out of it. That was just, something off the rip that should have been, wisdom should have been applied. Look, I don't think this would be a good idea to go out there. But a lot of these guys, they have egos. A lot of these guys are proud. A lot of these guys are attention seeking, trying to make a name for themselves and get views and, bring controversy to this truth when, it's not really necessary. They could have just easily move to a different spot, regardless of whether they always speak there or not. Just use wisdom. I mean, some crazy shit could have easily popped off, man. But like I said, these guys, they're a bunch of young men. They're novices. They're just carnal, man. All right. And now they got themselves in a situation to where now the ministry can be blamed. Now, those other Israelite camps who are not involved with the WFI, the Wi-Fi now, Esau is going to link all of us, label all of us as, this type of group. They're going to label us all to this particular situation. And now you got this guy, Chief Ephraim, talking about we're going to go out there and do round 2, which is basically saying, let's go out there and be more carnal. Let's go out there and I want all the smoke with them Palestinians and all this. We want smoke with everybody. You see, this is a very carnal move and a very unwise things to do. And it's really agent-like behavior, man. But I tell you this, you're not going to find the Men of Great Millstone out there with you guys out there talking about round 2 and, we want all the smoke, blah, blah, blah. It just seems like a very carnal and immature and attention seeking move. It's really agent behavior at the end of the day, And, hey, elders and the apostles have been warning that these things are going to happen. Now, I was reading articles earlier on the Dredge Report, and they had an article saying, Hebrew Israelites beaten by Palestinians. You had the Canadian prepper speaking about it. Now, Vocab Malone going to jump all over this and do his worst. You see, but it's just ultimately just, an unwise and very, Um, you know, stupid thing to do, man. All right. And now you're causing this ministry to be blamed. And hey, in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, a lot of you guys are not going to be found, you're going to be found guilty, man. You know, we see how much judgment is going out here, how much the Lord is allowing swift judgment to come upon a lot of these unruly and weird Israelite so-called, guys who know that they're Israelites. And, hey, you go out there the second time, hey, the Lord might just give you all that smoke, but it ain't going to be the smoke that you thought you were going to get. The Lord going to have one of them crazy Palestinians juke one of you guys, or this time they might bring guns, or somebody might get taken back to the spirit world, or, it can just get to a situation to where, somebody could get arrested, somebody could lose their life. You just never know, man. But the point being is that, that shit is completely off. It's wicked. It's not of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And you guys were not defending the gospel, all right? You were not defending the truth, nor were you defending Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You gave the truth a black eye. You basically went out there and looked like a bunch of, you basically gave this media exactly what they wanted, was to label us as some type of violent, barbaric, so-called hate group, man. You gave Esau all the, some of the ammo that he needs to, cause this ministry to be blamed, man. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not, pleased with this situation. And you niggas talking about going out there for round 2. Hey, you better use wisdom, man. You better take heed and sit your ass down somewhere and let those Palestinian and those small hats duke it out, because what they're fighting for has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with this ministry. It has nothing to do with the elect, man. That was just pure confusion and, straight, wisdom not being applied, man. I'm not going to play this shit because I don't want to hear this guy's voice, but I'm sure brothers are doing their videos on this. So I'm going to get a couple of precepts and just go into it, man. So brothers out there, hey, this week we go out to go speak, man. You see them, if there's a rally going to be out there, do the right thing, man. All right. Move to a place to where we don't have to engage with that bullshit, because it has nothing to do with, it's not edifying, man. All right. And this is Romans chapter 8, verse 5. It says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. You see? Now, if those guys was really minding the things of the spirit, they would have totally left that situation or went to go speak somewhere else, where they could have just completely edified and just, prophesied and preached and, went on their way. But these guys was looking like they, like I said, you was looking like a bunch of damn niggas out there. No wisdom, no subtlety, But like I said, a lot of these guys have huge egos, man. All right. A lot of these guys, they don't want to take the L, And I think I heard Elder Yashawama say supposedly one of those guys got sped on. Well, like the elder was saying, Yahushua got sped on, But did he wild out? Did he, go on the defensive? He wasn't standing there throwing shit, throwing blows, getting beat with sticks, standing there, hooting and hollering and chanting, And that wasn't definitely not in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Y'all was in the spirit of the goddamn Sakari or the ancient zealots, man. And now this guy Chief Ephraim is talking about round 2. We want all the smoke. So y'all better be careful, man. All right. Hey, and this time Esau might send a couple of special agents to go out there this time and really get some shit started, man. Remember, Esau's trying to bring order out of chaos, man. He has a lot of these agents out here so that, this truth can be blamed, so they can have a reason to lock us up and label us. And, the accuser of their brethren can have something to come up against us. But a lot of these carnal Israelite groups, they're not going to listen. But, hey, it's our job to rebuke and, rebuke, hopefully that they'll see the bigger picture and use some sense. But, hey, that's yet to be seen. It says, verse 6, it says, for to be carnally minded is death. And everything this guy was saying in this video was completely carnal, man. We want all the Israelite groups. If you come and you're going to be an official pull-up boy, just give me some time to speak. You're making it seem like you want to go out there and speak, but really you want to fight, man. Really, you want to throw blows. Really, you niggas just want attention, man. You want to make it seem like, look, them guys is tough. They didn't back down. They was about that. You're looking for this carnal glory, man. That corruptible crown type of wicked, look at me spirit, man. The Lord just told us to go out there and to preach the gospel, man. He didn't tell us to go out there to, of course, now this is a war, but it's a spiritual war. But what does it say? The warfare, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but pulling down the strongholds, man, preaching this gospel, exposing the lies of Esau, Edom, man, and delivering this gospel to the elect so that they can repent, return to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and we can be delivered, man. All right. You trying to take vengeance in your own hands, man. It's going to end up being bad for a lot of you guys, man. It says, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. And you niggas are in the flesh. That whole situation was y'all being in the flesh. You trying to stand your ground. Y'all over there arguing and barking and clapping and marching and chanting. Here it is. Them Palestinians outnumber you niggas probably 4-1. But you know what they'll say? Look, man, Israel and ancient war, we look, we was always outnumbered. But nigga, we ain't in those times, man. Like I said, this is a spiritual war that we're fighting. It's not a carnal war, man. All right. And plus, Yahweh Shai said, wait for me until I rise up into the prey. All right. We're waiting for our general and our captain, our champion to come to give us the green light to move. You niggas are taking it upon yourselves to move in a way that the Lord didn't give the order to do. So like I said, you're going to end up catching a bad one out there, man. It says, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit, if so be that the spirit of the Most High dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the spirit of Hamashiach, he is none as his. And if Hamashiach be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the spirit is life because of righteousness. You see? So you guys in that whole situation definitely wasn't in the spirit, man. You definitely wasn't in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, because we seen how he moved when he was wronged, when he was spat on, when he was slapped. All right. He didn't, he didn't make no moves out of the spirit, man. But anyways, man, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. It says a hard rule before. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You see, now a dove is harmless, man. A dove ain't out here on the offensive. The dove ain't out here talking shit, starting shit. And a lot of you guys, man, in that whole situation, you out there speaking, you guys was talking shit, stepping on the Quran, probably telling them your God is false. Just literally just setting yourself up to be attacked, man. Setting yourself up in the midst of all of that chaos with them pissed off ass Palestinians. Just let them have their march, man. All right. Hey, at the end of the day, we're winning the battle anyway. Those Palestinians and those Israelis, they're all going to lose at the end of the day. They're already losing. We know that the Lord is going to eventually cleanse that land and get them both the hell up out of there. They're fighting a losing battle, one against another. And through the spirit, we already have the victory, man. Just, sit back, man. Like I said, be wise as a serpent. A serpent is very calculated. A serpent knows when to strike and when not to strike, man. He's not going to strike when he's outnumbered. He's not going to strike when he's in a position to where, his strike is not going to land or it's not going to benefit. But you guys just out there just totally unwise and totally moving unruly, man. Like I said, now you done gave this ministry a bad name. Now you done gave Esau all the ammo he needed to try to label us, and tag us and all this BS, man. It says, that was the point on that, man. Let's read this in the NLT, in a different translation. Shit. See what it says in the NLT. It says, look, I am sending you out as sheep among wolves. So be as shrewd as snakes and harmless as doves. You see? It says, be therefore prudent as serpents and guileless as doves. So you guys didn't display that, man. You displayed the exact opposite and carnal and wicked and just being stupid, man. And now you talking about round two. Hey, you niggas go out there if you want to, man. Y'all better, you better be wise, man. And you better get it together, man. This is Philippians 1:15. It says, some indeed preach Hamashiach even of envy and strife, and some also of goodwill. The one preach Hamashiach of contention, not sincerely. And that's what this guy was talking about. Yeah, we just want to go out there. If you ain't being sincere, you ain't trying to go out there to sincerely speak, because ultimately you're just going out there to try to cut and cuss them out and, get your lick back. And hopefully, y'all can, get you around too. Meaning you want to go brawl for brawl. You want to go test out all them weights you been lifting. See if your knockout game is on point, man. You ain't going out there sincerely and truthfully to speak and to prophesy, man. Because if that was the case, then you can preach and prophesy wherever you're at, man. Why you need to go over there, to get all the smoke and all of the beef that you want with either one of them, which they're already losing. They've already lost in the spirit, man. So you're not speaking Yahweh Shai of sincerely. You're going out there to preach of contention. It says, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my bonds. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're adding affliction to all of the other Israelite groups who didn't have nothing to do with that shit. Now, when no brother's going to be out there speaking somewhere in different states, now if you have another rally, now when those Palestinians see the brothers, they're going to turn their attention on them and try to go and cuss them out and spit on them and surround them and putting them in a situation to where, it could turn carnal when it should have never even gotten to that point if you just had used wisdom. If you had just did what the Lord commanded you to do and, stayed in your lane. It says, but the others of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel. And you guys wasn't out there in the defense of the gospel. You was out there in envy and strife, man, and contention. You wanted drama. You wanted it to be something that said you niggas can get views. So you can put a flashy, catchy title on your page so you can get more and more views. And so that you probably got your page monetized so you can get some fucking money out of it, man. And make it seem like y'all hard and y'all standing up for the truth, which you weren't standing up for the truth. You were standing up for your own belly, man. All right. It says, what then, notwithstanding every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Hamashiach is preached, and I therein do rejoice, yea, and will rejoice. You see? And like I said, you guys, you claim that you were out there preaching, defending the gospel, but you really wasn't, man. And that wasn't a good look, man. And like I said, you're just adding more affliction to the bonds of all the other brethren out there. And which this guy talking about, all y'all brethren, come down, come down. Well, if y'all was really looking out for the brethren, that shit should have never happened in the first place, because you would have thought about the repercussions that could have come for that, man. But you didn't do that. You're only thinking about yourself. You was thinking about your views, and you was thinking about getting a name for yourself. But like I said, it was a very novice move. It wasn't very wise, and it was stupid. And, now you're putting a target on the back of brethren who didn't have anything to do with that shit. Not that we're afraid, not like we're not going to go out there and preach, but, we're just living in very serious times, man. All right. We're living in evil times. Like scripture say, be circumspect, man. But you guys were not being circumspect. You was being carnal. You was being led by your emotions. And, it just wasn't a good look, man. All right. Let me get this. And this is 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 3. It says, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. You see? And that's what you should have been doing, man. All right. But you guys, are causing the ministry to be blamed. And now we're all going to be looked at just like you were acting and how you were out there moving, unwisely and very novicely. Now that's going to be applied to all of us. And now you're adding you're adding affliction to all of our bonds and our going ins and our going outs, man. And we're going to see how this is going to play out, man. But at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be preached. The elect are going to be gathered, man. But, you guys are, beware, man. It's a lot of agent shit going on out here, man. And we'll see what's going to happen in these coming days and weeks, So brothers, be circumspect, man. Deal wisely, deal justly. And if you do happen to come across these Palestinians, man, just answer with the scriptures, man. All right. You ain't got to answer with, aggression and, cussing people out and doing shit that you just don't need to do, man. Hey, just go out there and preach. If they ask you questions, then answer. If they want to go back and forth, go back and forth. But don't be out there drawing people in and cussing people out and just doing shit just to be an asshole, man. And, stepping on the Quran and shit. All you got to do is just use the Quran and showing, how, this Quran says that we're the chosen people. Use it, according to wisdom and knowledge, man. All right. Leave all this tough guy, all this brawler, all this I ain't never been a weak Jew type of spirit. Where, we don't have nowhere in this ministry, man. The Lord just told us to go out here and to preach and to gather the elect, man. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying, man. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Until the next one, Shalom.